Hope you guys are having a nice Saturday. You can hear the rain. Hope the audio is coming through okay. So, we're having a nice cool off, and the prices are a little bit down, but that's usual for weekends because obviously trading is a lot slower on the weekends. So things pick up usually on the Monday. So that's what I expect to happen come Monday. But the cool off isn't so bad. You know, it's sort of moving sideways, slightly downwards. Some altcoins got wiped out, which is to be expected as people dump and run to safety. Safety being the higher market cap coins, Bitcoin chief of which. XRP looking good. Some people are expressing a little bit of doubt about XRP, and I just wanted to talk about the much anticipated SEC official conclusion of the SEC Ripple case and the outcome of the judge's ruling. I saw an interesting analysis from you can call the person an analyst, but they're prolific social media personality in the crypto sphere, and it's Dark Horse. And they presented this scenario where actually, from an institutional point of view, Ripple doesn't actually have to win for XRP to still experience a lot of buy-in from the institutions. And after reading the analysis, I tend to agree actually. And it's a scenario that already is in play. So for instance, we have Weebus, who has purchased, hundreds of millions of dollars worth of XRP, but they have classed it, or they have presented it as corporate reserves. So something similar to what MicroStrategy is doing. So basically what Weebus is saying is, look, this XRP is our corporate reserves. It's not an investment. We're not going into this venture to make money, even if though at the back of their mind, they expect it to make money. And it's making of the money in the back of their mind is so that they can secure their wealth, right? So that inflation doesn't eat away at their corporate stash. So this is a flight to safety somewhat. This is exactly what Michael Saylor is doing with MicroStrategy and the Bitcoin stash. So that Bitcoin isn't seen as an investment per se, but rather a reserve, right? A stashing of your wealth in one form, in the same way as if we had gold, or what have you, so that, inflation doesn't eat away at it. What that does, it removes the expectation of profit from the equation, which then means that part of the Howey test, passes or fails, whichever way you want to look at it. And if Ripple were to make XRP available, say a portion of the XRP in escrow available to institutions that want to do the same, they could go to Ripple and acquire the XRP as corporate reserves, not an investment. So in that way, automatically not a security. Now, of course, we already know that XRP is not a security. That's already kind of settled. But even this aspect of the lawsuit, if they were to lose, and if XRP were even declared a security in terms of the way that we purchase it on the exchanges, our expectation of profit, etc., that expectation of profit can be removed via this whole scheme. So institutionally speaking, not for retail, but for institutions, they can still acquire XRP and sort of sidestep the law and regulations the way they are. So I thought that was quite interesting. I don't think it's going to be needed, obviously, because XRP, time and time again, has been declared not a security. It's been declared not a security outside the United States for ages now. And a lot of corporate businesses are embarking on XRP ventures, as we can see from Dubai. We saw Vivo Power, again, Weebus, and all of those other companies. And the ones that are doing it without actually announcing it yet aren't being held back by whatever's happening in the United States. I understand that obviously companies and institutions in the United States are waiting for a definitive end before they, announce whatever projects that they've been working on. And I think that's coming soon, and that's going to add to the FOMO, the frenzy, the pump. In the meantime, the whales, powers that be, whatever, are trying their utmost best to shake off your hands, man. And I'm glad to see that actually, XRP is holding strong. Not financial advice, your own research. I am holding strong. I'm buying even more. Dollar cost average every single day. I might miss 1 or 2 days depending, but I try to do it every day. In terms of development, there's a lot going on the XRP Ledger. There's an upgrade that is being released either soon or has been released already. I'm not actually keeping that much of a close eye on what's going on actually on the XRP Ledger from the technical basis, but I have read recently that there is a blockchain upgrade that is going on that is going to add some more functionality to the blockchain. I'm going to read all about that and do a video about it if I think it's going to be interesting for you guys, but it's technical and geeky. Most people don't care about that stuff, right? Most people want to hear the price go up, price go down aspect of it, which is fine. I, for one, I'm a technical person, so I'm really interested in like technical stuff. Now, in terms of XRP memes, I've had some comments in some of my videos and someone said I should shout out XRP memes, and they gave a whole bunch of memes. Now, this is the thing. Just because the meme is on the XRP Ledger doesn't mean I would automatically support it. That's the first thing. The second thing, just because the meme is on an XRP Ledger, or on the XRP Ledger, doesn't mean it's a good thing, right? It's just a ledger. It's decentralized. I could wake up today and release a meme on the XRP Ledger and then just rug pull you guys. So nothing's stopping me from doing that. So there's nothing inherently good or inherently positive or inherently worthy of support just because it's on the XRP Ledger, right? It's also got to be, something that you look into, you research. I mean, I understand that memes are just, they offer no expectations, they offer no real utility. The whole point of a meme, a true meme that is, not like Shiba Inu, which I think has transitioned to not being a meme anymore, is to pump, and that's it. And usually a meme should have a real life thing that is anchored to, that is, rallying around, much like the GameStop phenomenon, or like a MAGA phenomenon, or some kind of political movement, some social movement, some celebrity, or something like that. Music, group, a band, or something like that. There's got to be something, I think, in the real life that the meme anchors itself to. And for instance, if a Trump meme were to come to the XRP Ledger, again, it would be completely useless in terms of utility. But, maybe you could see something happening with that. Maybe our own XRP MAGA crew could support that just to demonstrate support from the XRP Ledger, what have you. But at the end of the day, I think the vast majority of memes are rug pulls or the opportunity for the creators to become rich if those things really kick off. Because unless you buy on day one and it happens to be the 0.01% of the memes that actually do make it, then basically it's a money loser, which is why, I don't shout out any memes that just because they're on the XRP Ledger. But it's good to see that the XRP Ledger is offering that kind of utility. At the end of the day, it's decentralized, and that's what it's for. Hope you're having a nice weekend. Don't be perturbed by a possible downturn in the price. Everything is looking good from the fundamentals perspective and in the background. Do your own research. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.